Well, hello, and welcome back, y'all. Today I am going to do a walkthrough for you. I will say this one, the amazingness is in the backyard, so we're just going to go inside. But before we do, I want to show you there's two mailboxes, mostly because I had one mailbox and I'm like, oh, but I need flowers on the other side too. So I put another mailbox on the other side. Hey, if it works, it works. Don't be mad. Just change it if you don't like it. No big deal. But we will check out the rest of the exterior once we finish the interior. So you walk in and you have a very boring entryway. This is going to be one of those that I redo later. If you want to give it a go, go for it and let me know so I can check it out. But if we go off to the right here, we have a dining area with a nice inset fireplace, which is always good. We go past that, we have the kitchen, which it's not a bad kitchen. I like the layout. I like the design. I like these little half curtains. It's a traditional back in the day kind of kitchen accent kind of thing. You know, you have the little curtains there. It works. I think it's cute and I like the colors. I'm not too fond of the counters, but I believe at the time I was just trying to find something that worked, something that was out of my norm. So that is what I did. If we go this way past the fireplace, we have this really nice, large living room. It's a lot of seating. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Sims can all sit if they so choose to, which they won't, but they can. And on the other side, oh look, it's an inset fireplace with a nice sized TV there as well. I do like doing that where you've got one fireplace on one side of the wall and a fireplace on the other side. I wish that we could, I'm sure there's a way to do it, but I wish that we could have it to where you can see the fireplace from both sides. I've seen homes like that and they are so pretty. So we go over here, let's see, when we walk in, there's the front door. If you go, you've got dining room, living room, and then we've got doors everywhere else, which is so weird. So we're gonna go, oh my God, there's a lot of freaking doors, isn't there? We'll go all the way to the left and we have a nice single bedroom. Curtains are up a little higher than I probably would like, but whatever, they're there. We've got a double closet, a desk. Hey, you know, you've got the bare essentials and that's what you need, right? We'll call this a move-in ready home. That's the other bedroom. If we go, I'm gonna go ahead and continue down the hallway. It's a very long hallway. I guess it's not as long as it looks, but, and then here we've got another double bedroom. I kind of like this one. Oops, kind of like this one better. But again, curtains are a little higher than I would like, but they don't look bad. Double closet as well. This house definitely needs a little bit of help. In here in the middle, we have a full bath with shower curtains included, so yay, and a laundry cabinet there as well. So if we go to this side, I believe there was a door, 2 doors. So this door here is the office in red, of course. Again, curtains a little too high, but doesn't look too bad. I like the curtain rod to be like right above the window. I don't like it to be like at the ceiling. I like the curtain rod to be equal or even with the top of the window, but that's just a personal preference. And then through here, we've got another full bath. We've got a little storage cabinet there as well with a shower, tub, light, all of the necessities. I want to say I did this one with base game plus one other pack, but I could be wrong. So that's it for the inside of the house. Now, how do we get outside? Down this long hallway. We go outside, and this is the part that actually looks good. I mean, maybe the rest of the house looks good, but I think this looks really nice. Out here, you've got your grill with built-in countertops, and then I always want to call them an eating table. Dang it, they're just tables. But a table under the, I guess it's a pergola of sorts with lights, and I did not do a very good job with the light, but they're there. So it is sunken where the grill and the table are, and then you go up and you go to where the pool is. We'll get out of this mode. Here we go. You go to where the pool is, and as you can see, it's a nice pool. You've got a diving board and a way to get out, as well as a little planter spot over here, which I think No, yeah, I did. I put it here because I was trying to find something to kind of add to it without taking away from anything else. So that's how I came up with that. We interrupt your regularly scheduled program to remind you to hit that like button, leave your comments, questions, and suggestions down below, hit that subscribe if you haven't already, and don't forget that notification bell. Now back to your regularly scheduled program. And then over here, I like to use this little ottoman as a pool item storage. And then the plant, of course, and then you step down into this little section here with the bar and a little seating area with a little outdoor fireplace, which I thought was kind of cute and cozy. And then over in this little corner here, you've got your gardening tools and whatnot. Now, if we go straight, we've got a fire pit with some very flammable haystacks and a lot of landscaping, which I think kind of gives you the feel of nature and being in the forest, you know, where you've got a lot of overgrown stuff. And next to that, of course, is a pond with, again, a lot of greenery, a lot of nature, a little seating area over here. We've got some lights, and in the pond, we've got tadpoles, fish, gator, swans, rocks, and a frog fountain. How can you not like? So again, the backyard is basically the loveliness of this home. I did originally make it in a 40 by 20 lot, and this is a 40 by 30 lot. So if you have a 40 by 20 or bigger, then this house will work. If you have smaller than a 40 by 20 and you place it with edit, I guess I would suggest to bring the house down this way, like towards the street. So that way you don't lose this stuff back here, but you know, the choice is yours. So if we look from the top down, you get a better idea of the layout. It's a little crazy. It's a little weird. It's a little unusual, but you know, everybody has their own taste. But this is the little entryway. And here's the 1 bedroom, 2 bedrooms, 3 bedrooms. They're all on the same side. So if you really want to close it off from the rest of the house, I would say to, let's see, where's the wall? I would say to build a wall this way, maybe take out these 2 arches so that it's closed off, and the only way that company can come in is through this entryway here. And that way you keep the privacy, which is how a lot of older homes were done back in like the 50s to 70s, I believe, that there was a hallway that had a door that would close off the bedrooms and the living space, or yeah, just the bedroom space. So that way when you had company over and you were entertaining, it was secluded from the rest of the home. So you could do it that way, and I don't think it would take away from anything. You could just put a door or an archway or something like that there. I don't think it would take away at all. But I do think, yeah, this is going to be one of those ones that I go back and redo. I think with a little bit of clutter and a little bit of additional decor, I think this house could definitely be something more than what it actually is, which I don't think is bad, but it definitely needs some updating. I would absolutely get rid of these lights here. I don't like those. I use them because they do light up very well, but I don't necessarily like them, if that makes any sense. They're very functional, but I would rather find something else. And I might do something different here with the fireplaces. I do like that they're back to back. I just really wish that you could see through, like, you know, a glass or something behind the fireplace, but I don't know how to do that. I'll have to play around with that. But in any case, I do hope that this brings you a little bit of inspiration. If you can use it in your gameplay and you like it or don't like it, feel free to leave your comments down below, but you can always leave any other comments, questions, and suggestions. Hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, and until next time, y'all, have fun.